Shattered Innocence, the murder of Elizabeth Olten. Contextual opening. In the fall of 2009, the small town of St. Martins, Missouri, was known for its tight-knit community and serene surroundings. Nestled in the Midwest, it was the kind of place where neighbors waved hello and children played safely in their front yards. The sense of security and tranquility was palpable as families enjoyed autumn weekends filled with activities like hay rides and pumpkin picking. Yet beneath this peaceful facade lay the undercurrents of adolescent conflict, bullying, and the tumultuous nature of growing up. Elizabeth Olten, a bright and spirited 8th grader, embodied the innocence of youth. With her long brown hair and sparkling personality, she was well loved by her family and friends. On November 21, 2009, Elizabeth made plans to visit a friend just a short walk away. As daylight faded, her absence grew more concerning, casting an unsettling shadow over the small town. When Elizabeth failed to return home, her mother, Dawn Olten, instinctively sensed that something was terribly wrong. Gradual revelation. The following day, a search effort began, drawing law enforcement officials, volunteers, and community members eager to bring Elizabeth home. As hours turned into days, search parties combed through wooded areas and local parks, determined to uncover any trace of the missing girl. The heart-wrenching uncertainty weighed heavily not only on Elizabeth's family but on the entire town. At the same time, whispers began to swirl about potential suspects. Elizabeth had been seen last in the company of a local girl, 15-year-old Alyssa Bustamante. Flyers that urged anyone with information to come forward highlighted this person. Alyssa, described as troubled and prone to mood swings, had been in and out of therapy sessions, battling her own inner demons. Furthermore, her online activity indicated a fascination with darkness and violence. Alyssa's demeanor was suspicious, prompting police to question her. While initially cooperative, her behavior soon turned evasive. The subtle signs of distress and reluctance to share the truth raised alarm bells, drawing investigators closer to the grim possibility that Elizabeth's fate was tied to Alyssa. Criminal act. On November 28th, a week after Elizabeth had vanished, the search led authorities to a remote area just a few miles from St. Martins. Here, buried beneath leaves and disturbed earth, lay the body of a young girl. The horrifying discovery confirmed the community's worst fears. Elizabeth Olten was dead. She had suffered trauma consistent with murder, and the heartbreak rippled through St. Martins like a shockwave. In the quest for justice, investigators zeroed in on Alyssa. Upon interrogation, they pressed her for answers that could steer the investigation in the right direction. The tension escalated, and with it came Alyssa's eventual admission, the confession that would forever alter the course of multiple lives. Alyssa recounted a chilling tale of how she lured Elizabeth to her home. Once there, she claimed that Elizabeth had made her feel cornered, leading her to snap in a moment of turmoil. What followed was a brutal act that culminated in the murder of her former friend. Alyssa went on to describe how she attempted to dispose of the body, burying it in the woods nearby. Investigation and consequences. As the community grappled with the horrifying truths unveiled by the investigation, detectives pieced together the timeline leading to Elizabeth's murder. Alyssa was charged with second-degree murder. The emotional gravity of the case extracted a heavy toll on both families involved. Elizabeth's family was left grappling with unimaginable loss and grief, while Alyssa's family struggled to comprehend the horror inflicted by their daughter. The ensuing trial drew nationwide attention, as the story of a seemingly innocent teenager turned perpetrator captivated audiences. Alyssa's troubled past and mental health issues became focal points for discussions about youthful impulses, the impact of environment, and the consequences of unchecked emotional turmoil. Throughout the proceedings, Elizabeth's innocence served as a poignant reminder of what was lost, an innocent life snuffed out by reckless violence among peers. In 2012, Alyssa Bustamante was convicted of second-degree murder, She was sentenced to 35 years in prison, a severe punishment reflecting the gravity of her actions and the weight of Elizabeth's tragic end. The case was not only a cautionary tale about the dangers lurking within friendships, but also spotlighted the deep flaws in how mental health issues can manifest in youth, who might otherwise blend seamlessly into their communities. When Elizabeth failed to return home, her mother, reflective resolution, instinctively sensed today, Elizabeth Olten's memory serves as a haunting reminder of the fragile nature of life, particularly the lives of vulnerable children caught in a world rife with challenges and emotional upheaval. Her family has since worked tirelessly to advocate for child safety, raising awareness about the importance of addressing mental health in adolescence. The tragedy of Elizabeth's murder left emotional scars that extend far beyond the Olten and Bustamante families. The walls of St. Martin's, once echoing the laughter of children, are now steeped in a narrative that intertwines innocence and darkness, a cautionary tale etched into the town's history, prompting conversations about youth violence, empathy, and the need for community vigilance in protecting the lives of its youngest members. In the shadows of this tragedy lies the valuable lesson that the fight against violence and the quest for understanding must continue, as the loss of innocence and life demands reflection and action from all corners of society.